Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fish Tank. My name's BadAsFish80 and today we're going to be talking about Minion Masters Remastered, which has excitingly reached the open beta stage. That's right, that means anyone on PC can go grab the beta and get involved. So in this video I'm going to explain to you how to do that. We're going to have a little look at what's going on in Minion Masters Remastered, and we'll have a little bit of a look at some gameplay as well. So any of the stuff we cover here I'll try and put in the description below. Hopefully you guys just take a moment and just smash that subscribe button, and if you enjoy the video give us a thumbs up. Now, recently Beta Dwarf the developer gave us a blog post detailing the Minion Masters Remastered open beta. So previously it was a closed beta, you needed to be invited to do it, but now it's an open beta, which means everyone can get involved, and I'm hoping that we can get as many people as possible to check out the game, so you can get an idea of the direction that the design of the game is going in, and importantly, by being part of the beta you can give some feedback. You can let the developers know what you liked, what you didn't like, as well as any bugs you find. You can report those and help make this product, this game, as best as it possibly can be. So with regards to giving feedback, there's a feedback survey, there's a beta Discord. I encourage you to get involved. You can even give any bug reports that you find within the game itself. So hopefully the more people we can get involved in this, the more community feedback we can get, the more bugs we can find for the developers to fix, and then when it does launch next year, the product, as I say, will be as good as it possibly can be. So let's have a look how you get involved. It's quite simple. I'll put a link to this blog post in the description, tells you exactly how to get involved. Basically you just need to go to Steam. We'll just quickly go through the instructions here. Right click on Minion Masters, go to the properties, click on betas, input the super secret code PC test, all one word. Click on check code, and then it will tell you the betas that are available. There's one called Remaster _PC _test 2.0 PC test. Click on the blue checkbox, and then it will download the beta. And once that download is finished, you launch the game as normal, and you will be into Minion Masters Remastered. And the blog post continues, giving you a click link here to the feedback form, and of course how to retrieve the original version of Minion Masters once you've finished with it, because this is currently a beta, so you'll probably get into it, you'll check it out, you'll have a bit of a play around, and then you'll want to go back to the live version and maybe keep switching between the two. And if you follow these instructions here, that'll allow you to do exactly that. Now, one of the things that I do, because I stream both versions of the games, I switch between them very quickly. If you follow these instructions, what will happen is when you switch from the beta to the live, or vice versa, Steam will actually download the game each time, which takes a little while. So there's a little trick you can do where basically you find where the Minion Masters folder is within your Steam directory, and you rename that. So if you're on the live version, before you download the beta, go into that directory, and again I'll put this information in the description. You just rename that folder, back that up, and then all you'll need to do, once the beta's downloaded and recreated that Minions folder, you just rename them and you switch between them. Very simple to do, and again I'll put the instructions down in the description. Now again, there's a link here to the beta Discord, so it's important to get involved, have a try, give your feedback and report any bugs, etc. Now, it's quite simple to do, and if you've got any questions or you have any problems, of course, just let us know in the comments and we'll definitely help you out. Now, where is the game at the moment? Okay, so let me find where we have it on the screen here for you. Okay, so this is Minion Masters Remastered. This is the PC version. Now remember, there's two ways that you can currently enjoy Minion Masters Remastered, and that is either through this PC test, which is an open beta, or on Android. Now Android is not quite so open because it's restricted to specific countries, so if you want to get involved, all you need to do is go to the Play Store on your Android device, search for Minion Masters, and it will either allow you to install it, which means you're in a supported country, or it'll allow you just to register your interest, which means that your country has not quite yet been added. Now, one of the questions and confusions I see quite a lot is regards to accounts. Now the way it is at the moment is because this is a beta, this is going to be a separate entity to the live version. So if you already have a Minion Masters account, if you sign into the Remastered, you will create a new account, and the purpose of that account is for the beta. Now because they're testing and there's lots of different things going on, it makes sense to keep those accounts separate at the moment. Now what that means is when you sign into the Remastered and you create your new account, you'll be treated as a new player, which some people find a little bit frustrating because you won't have your content. But of course, one of the things that the developers need testing during this open beta is the process of new players getting into the game, new players unlocking content, because the way that content is unlocked in the remastered version of the game is different to how it is in the live version. So people are worried when they go into Remastered, they create their account, they don't have any of their stuff unlocked. That's completely normal. You've got the two separate accounts at the moment. And of course, once you finish with Remastered, you can go back to the live version and all of your previously unlocked content is there. Now, it's important to mention that they will be kept separate until Remastered goes live next year. And then when Remastered goes live, that will be the only version of the game that you can access via PC or on your phone. Now, at that point, if you've tested out the Remastered beta, you will have a Remastered beta account and you'll have your live account. And then when it goes live, you will choose which one of those you want to become your main account, and that's the account you will use from that point further forward. And by choosing your main account, the other account will then be removed. So if you've played a lot on the current version of Minion Masters, you're going to want to keep that account as your live account. If you're a brand new player and you've only played Remastered and you don't currently have a live account, you'll just continue with your Remastered account. And of course, as I mentioned, this product is available, Remastered is available on phone, on Android as well at the moment. And the Android version shares the same account as the PC Remastered version, and I'll show you that a little bit in a moment. But basically, you will create your Remastered account, whether you create it first on PC or on mobile, and then that's your Remastered account, and you can access the same content on each device. So hopefully that clears up any questions. We did see a lot of questions on the Steam forum and in Reddit as well regarding where's my content. I logged into Remastered, I don't have my content, but as we just clarified, they are currently two separate beasts. So what I want to do very quickly now is just show you what's available in the game at the moment. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and show you a comparison between PC, which is running here, and I've created a video of the mobile version. I can't log into both at the same time because they both share the same account. I'm going to try and follow along to the video and show you exactly what we've got available in both versions of the game at the moment. So let's see how we do with that. Okay, so the top left is the PC, and then the bottom one is the mobile. Okay, so let's try and catch up. Whoops, wrong button there. So we've got the quests, we're looking at the achievements. We've come out of that, hit escape, we go back into our profile progression here. Again, the top one is the PC version, the bottom one is the mobile version, and you can see the similarities between them, but you can also see the differences. Okay, and then here we'll look at our rank. So remember, the rank is based on your highest rank. So my highest solo rank is showing there. We'll have a look at the cards now. I'm just turning my head a little bit so I can see what's going on in the video, so I can keep up with it. We'll come out of this. Okay, so we're looking at the masters now. We've got all the different masters. We've got Volko. So with Remastered, you start with Valorian, at least currently, for some reason, as opposed to Stormbringer in the regular version. Whether that will be how it is at the end, who knows. We've got various different masters unlocked at the moment. So we'll have a look at the shop. Now, interestingly, it looks like the daily offers are different. Or are they no, maybe they weren't. I think there was a free offer that I grabbed on my phone that isn't available because I've already grabbed it. Now I'm here on PC. So there's some new things that they've added to the game recently. We've got the guild stuff that they've added, as well as the leaderboards, which is something. Now the leaderboard is still, especially on PC, it's still a work in progress, but this is just something that's recently been added, and as we go forward and get feedback and development, these parts of it will improve. So that just gives you a quick whiz around the UI of the different bits and pieces that are available, and the comparison between PC and phone. Now, both versions are running at ultra settings. My phone is a Samsung Galaxy S21, and that runs beautifully on that. Now, we're going to have a quick look at a replay, check out the gameplay. So we go into the settings, we go into the replays, and one thing I should mention here is if you go into the settings, you can go to bug report, and then this is where you can fill out the information. This is one of the avenues that you can send your bug report to the developers. Again, as I mentioned, you can also join the Discord. There's a separate special Discord for Remastered whilst it's in development, so if you want to get involved in that, if you need any help, for example, or if you want to have a discussion, the developers are very active in there, some very active users as well. So check that out. And one of the things they've added in the latest version of the game, this is something we noticed when we were streaming it, you can connect the account to your Twitch like you can do with the live version. Twitch drops are not currently something that's enabled on Remastered, but there is the streamer arena. You do get the puffs, etc. from your viewers in your chat. So each time they update this game, they're adding more and more content to it, and in the latest update they added all the Twitch integration. Okay, so let's go to our replays. We're just going to have a look at a relatively quick replay here. Have a look at some gameplay. Now, we don't have much control over replays at the moment. In the mobile version there are some controls. They haven't made their way into the PC version yet, but again, we'll be waiting for the next update and looking for what content they add. This product just gets better and better with each upgrade, and the way it runs now is so much smoother than it used to run. So we're at 144 FPS. We're using max settings. One of the things you'll notice, if you paid a keen eye to some of the previous videos we've made with Minion Masters Remastered, is that we now have things like shadows, unit shadows, as well as ragdolls. Now, some of the units are missing ragdolls, but those are things that are just basically bugs. And that's a perfect example of something you see it, you're like, oh, this unit didn't have a ragdoll. Let me just mention it. Let me do a bug report. Let me put it in the Discord just to let the developers know. They'll add it to the list of things that need to be checked, and they will do so. Like there's a bug that we found where some of the units that you can normally spawn directly on a bridge, like blood imps, something like that, sometimes you can't do. So we've just reported that, and that'll be flagged up by the developers, and ultimately it will be fixed. So hopefully, as I mentioned before, the more people we can get involved in the testing, the better that we can make this. Now, there's some beautiful arenas in this game. This is the starting arena. There's some awesome arenas. We may make some videos on some of the new arenas that we've been able to get access to, but they really do look great. One of the things that a lot of people have questioned is how does the playable area differ, if it does, between Remastered and the regular one. And after doing some screenshots and some comparisons, I can tell you that the playable arena is exactly the same. Even on mobile. We checked out mobile as well. Now, the way mobile screens generally are is they're thin and wide. So you'll find if you compare a screenshot from the mobile version to the desktop version, you'll find that there's a lot more space at the edges behind the Masters. But the actual layout of the arena, the actual angle of the arena from the viewpoint is exactly the same. Okay, so we're playing a cheap Milo deck here with a nice red golem. that has been activated. We've got the Blood Imps in there to help us get that activated. Got a heal path there to prevent some of the damage if we get too much. We've gone back over 1500, so our next red golem will not be activated. But yeah, this plays very smoothly. And if you've tried previous versions, then I'd encourage you to check this out and see how it feels to you. One of the other things that it helps the developers out is for you to give feedback based on how the game performs on your device. Now, the devs will be able to test it on various different configs, but of course they can't test it on all configs. And one of the channels within the Discord is a spec report channel, where you can tell them, hey, this is the kind of performance I'm getting and this is the hardware that I'm using. To give them some feedback on how it's running on high-end, low-end, medium hardware, and anything that's potentially running into some issues. Now, one of the things that we don't have in this version so far is too much control over the settings graphically and things like that, but that's something I've discussed with the developers in length, and that's something they're going to be looking to add as the progress goes forward. So we're in quite a strong position here. We've still got our activated red golem. We've got a lot of cheap units to get our bridge control. We are ahead on XP as well, so we've got our perk 3 Milo golem. So we should be able to comfortably close this out. I did choose a replay to watch that I didn't get destroyed at. You might be wondering why I'm watching a replay instead of watching gameplay directly. I played this quite a lot on stream and we got relatively high ranked, and once we get up to Masters there's no bots to play, which means we can sometimes get very long queue times, so just make it easier for me and just grab a replay. Okay, so that is Minion Masters Remastered, the open beta, so please check out the link in the description. Please go to Steam, follow the instructions, get involved, and most importantly, give your feedback. Let the developers know what you feel about the product, how it's progressing, and of course any bugs you find, please take a moment to report them. The more information you can give, the better. And again, together as a community alongside the developers, Beta Dwarf, hopefully we can make this product as amazing as possible. A lot of us know how good a game this is, and it deserves to go to a bigger market, to get more players involved, and hopefully we can do that. So anyway, thank you so much for your time today. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you'll get involved in the remastered experience. As mentioned before, please give this video a subscribe, a thumbs up, a like, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'll see you again soon here in the fish tank. Bad as Fish 80, signing out.